Hi folks, Rodney back again with Rodney's Northwest Riding Reviews. Today I'm going to do a review on AAA liners. And so AAA liner is an all-weather floor mat. It's actually TPE, so thermoplastic elastomers. It has rubber built into the mold process, but these are laser cut. The thing I really like about them is they cover a lot more coverage than what the all-weather floor mats that you get from Toyota do. I do have a set of all-weather floor mats because I live here in the Northwest. You know, I'm out in the dirt all the time, and it rains here a lot. And so, you know, if you don't have, your carpet's going to get destroyed. But most of the Toyota Tacomas come with they come with carpeted floor mats. And so I did go out and spend the money myself to get the all-weather mats. When I bought the all-weather mats from Toyota, it was $200 for the bed mat, and it was $179 for the floor mats, so it's $379 total. Okay, I've had the mats laid out here in the garage for a couple hours. Unfortunately, we didn't get any sun today to speak of. It came out just briefly, and then as soon as I put them outside to let them sit in the sun for a little bit, it started raining. So I had to bring them back inside. So I had some boots kind of laid on top of them to help kind of flatten them out a little bit. You get them in a box, and in the box they're all folded up. Now the floor mats are not folded, but then the back here is, and then of course the bed mat was all folded up. And so they recommend laying them out. You can either put them out in the sun and let them sit for a few hours, or if you don't have the ability to put them in the sun, lay something heavy on them to kind of flatten them out. When I first got it, I noticed that the edges were turned up a little bit, and then sort of you can see the crease in the center where it was folded. But I know once I put it in the bed and it sits for a little bit, it will flatten out. I'm off today, and so I wanted to kind of take the opportunity to go ahead and show you before I put it in. And I've got some tools. I've got my toolbox, I've got a bike stand, and I've got a ramp, which I normally take for my dirt bikes when I go riding. And so I want to show you, keep in mind I have a spray-on bed liner in my truck right now, so it's not just a slick composite bed. But I want to show you the difference on, you know, how hard it is for those things to move around in the spray-on bed liner versus what it will be with a bed mat. Now, in my previous gen Tacomas, I had a bed mat, and I really like it. But here's one thing that you may be interested in. The bed mat is $200 by itself. The floor mats are $179 by itself. When you get these, you can get them on Amazon, or you can get them through their website, and they're $79 for the set. Excuse me, I apologize. I think it's $69 for both the front and rear floor mats. The bed mat was I think it's $108. So when you compare that to the $379, that's quite a savings. So if they're halfway decent and all, I think it would definitely be a win-win. But I'm going to go ahead and throw it in here since I don't already have a bed mat, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you a comparison of the floor mats versus the OEM floor mats. Now, these are a TPE. It's called thermoplastic elastomers, and so they are more of a contoured, and so they're a little more rigid than kind of the rubber mats that you get here. But one of the things I really like about it is you get more coverage. I'm going to show you my carpet in there right now, where you can see the dirt around it, and you can see where it's actually covered and where it's not. You still have the tie-down fastener areas for both the driver and passenger side. The one thing I don't like about these is the way these ridges, and I know they do that. These are the OEM mats. They do that so that, number one, it will trap more water or dirt, but the way your feet just kind of rest on them, they're just not overly comfortable. And so I really don't like that. Before I get in the truck and show you, I want to show you the difference here. So this is my toolbox. It normally doesn't move around too much. What I typically will see is I will see this will slide around a little bit. And then if I have any other like boots and stuff, you know, kind of move around a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and put the bed mat in, and then I'm going to put the tools or the box and stuff back in, and just kind of give you an example of whether I see a difference or not. So let me show you inside real quick. My truck's a mess right now, and it's not normally how I would keep it, but it's been raining for the last week, and we have leaves all over the ground waiting to be picked up, and they're just all over the roads too. But you can see here where the dirt, you can see where it's actually covered and where it's not. And so I know the new ones are going to come over the top of this, and so it'll eliminate all that dirt being in there, and then also gives you a little more protection getting in and out of the truck too. So let me throw those in there, and then I'll show you what it looks like then. The floor mats and the bed liner in there. One of the things I really like about it is how form-fitting it is. Now, like I said, once it will mold down to the hump there, but look how well it's cut. Lift this up for a moment. You can just see it's right up against everything, and so it's going to definitely protect from all the dirt and debris that we used to get and the other ones. And then it has a lip on it everywhere, so everything's going to be held within this little area here. So I really love the way they actually fit. Same thing here, you get a little added protection out here, but you see how it's right up here against the edge? And same thing here. Everything, you know, as far as water or dirt, debris, everything's gonna be held right in here. And so I really like how form-fitting they are. You can tell, you know, they are laser cut. So I really like how they fit. All right. I put just a couple things in here just to see how well it would kind of hold stuff. And you can slide it, but it definitely helps. Now, these ridges here, I don't know if that's just for reinforcement, but one of the things that I just noticed is that when things catch on that, man, it's really stuck in place. And look at this. So you really have to push on that to get it to slide. So it's definitely even better than what the bed liner would be. And if you were comparing it to, you know, just having just the composite bed with no liner in it or bed mat, man, this is definitely a great opportunity. Not, you know, definitely a great option for you. It is textured, and so hopefully you can see that. But it's got these little ripples on it. But it is a textured surface. It's cut and molded, so it goes right down over the channels in the bed, and so it will definitely stay in place. Now you can actually cut these, and so like for instance, you have D-rings underneath there. So if you were using the D-rings and you wanted to cut this out, you definitely could. I honestly don't use mine. You know, I've got them in there, but I typically don't secure stuff down inside my bed. But you definitely have the cutouts where you could get to everything that you needed there. And then it's got a lip. I don't know if you can see it from here, but it's got a lip up there on the top and then around the side. So it would definitely, you know, prevent water and a lot of the dirt and stuff that falls in on the other side. Even when you have like an OEM bed mat, it will keep everything inside there. So, man, I am impressed with how well it looks, how well it actually stays in place. And like I said, it was only $108. So, you know, when you're comparing that to a $200 OEM bed mat, that's definitely a great option for you. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and send them my way. I'll do a further review. I'm going to wait a few days. I'm going to use everything and then kind of give you some of my initial impressions, some ongoing opinions, and then give you kind of a better review. But I'm actually really impressed. When you look at the price that you pay, it's obviously a huge savings to go with this. The other thing I will mention too is that when you get the all-weather bed mat from Toyota, it's heavy, and this obviously is a lot less weight than that, but it's heavy. And so when you go to pull out the all-weather floor mat from Toyota, you get it to the back of the bed, especially if you want to take it out and clean out the bed, or if you want to spray off the bed mat. It wants to just bend, and it's hard to get in and out of the vehicle, and so it almost takes two people to get one in and out, and it's just a pain in the butt. So anyway, I really like this so far. I'm going to do some longer term reviews, but my honest opinion versus the all-weather floor mats that you get from Toyota, number one, it's a huge cost savings to go with this, and like I said, I really like how it's laser cut. It covers a lot more area, and like I said, it's a lot more comfortable just the way your feet rest on top of this. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy the review. If you have any questions, go on ahead and send the comments my way. take the time to like and subscribe. Like I said, it is a paid review. I have tried out the product for a little bit. I do enjoy it, and you know, it's like I said, give you my honest opinions about it. So thanks for watching.